Do you want to be part of this Web3 revolution? If yes, then subscribe to the Web3 Verse by Foundership to gain all the knowledge and wisdom to help you become successful.
So let's ask the question as to what is a token, right? What could be a real world example of a token? So for breakfast, if you go to one of the South Indian joints, like say some Sagar, right? When you give cash, you get maybe a slip, right? Or you maybe get a red token, right? And you can take it to the counter, like the kitchen, and show that counter and get your dosa or get your idli or sambar, right? So that's essentially is a token, right? So basically it holds some value. It can hold your dosa. If you go to a temple and put your chappal there and get a token, when you give back that token, you get your chappal back, right? So now that token is equivalent to a chappal, right? You can come back 2 days later and give it and you can still get it back, right? Or your friend can take that token and give it to that guy and you will still get your chappal back, right? Or you go to a supermarket and give your helmet and you get a token, right? So similarly, or in schools, like say you get coupons which you can use for various purposes, right? So in real world also tokens are being used, and in the Web3 the tokens are about taking that concept to the blockchain, decentralizing it, making it more transparent, right? So when you see the Web2 world, like say in real world, like if you pull out that 500 rupee note, that's also kind of a token, right? So the government promises to give you that this is 500 rupee worth of value, and when you give it to a shopkeeper, give it to someone, he gives you 500 rupee worth of value, right? And if you see, like after the demonetization, you have the old notes and the new notes. The old notes are now not usable, right? So if you go to a shopkeeper, he doesn't accept it because the government has said that I don't value this anymore, right? While the new notes I value, right? In the Web3 space, since everything is on blockchain, it's much more transparent, right? So the demonetization came to you as a surprise, right? And you know later, right? The restaurant guy may give you a red coupon today, 3 days later you go with that and they've suddenly changed the scheme to blue coupons. They're like, red coupon nahi chalega, right? But in the Web3 space, things are much more transparent. If 3 days later it has to change, that will be written in the smart contract and you can read, right? There's no way someone can tell some arbitrary thing and change the rules, right? The rules are out there in the open. So tokens, as I said, are essentially the coupons or instruments that hold value and are issued by a company or an organization to people in its ecosystem, and there is a value, there is a promise of certain value, right? So examples of tokens are like say there is Filecoin, right? So Filecoin, if you give Filecoin, you can get space to store your files, right? So similarly, like say there is a company called DeFi, which is a decentralized trading platform, right? So you can use this DeFi token as a trading fee, right? So similarly, different organizations have created different utilities around their tokens, right? So in Ethereum, you can use the Ethereum coin as gas fees, right? Or you can use it to build smart contracts. And the major other thing is like it's a way to share value with others, right? So like you have to, when you are building, either you are building a game or a trading platform or whatever, you have to build it as a community today. That's how Web3 is coming up, right? And tokens are a way to share value with your investors, with any participant in your ecosystem. So tokens are a way for, like say, your monetary economics. So it's in your ecosystem, that could be the currency, that this is how people get paid, this is how people pay, right, using your token. It could be a way for you to fundraise, right? So today, investors across the world, like VCs, are giving you cash and taking tokens, right? So you can use tokens as a way to raise money. You don't need to dilute your equity out there, right? The other thing is tokens are also liquid and can be traded on exchanges, right?
Thank you for watching. If you're building a startup in Web3 and need help in launching your startup in the right direction, then do check out 0xCamp a free 3-week incubation program in the link below.